to you Sunshower Rose from Arizona, health practitioner, and been using the Lifeway products for several years with amazing results. And so, Sunshower, I'll turn the next part over to you and our special guest doctor that you're going to introduce.
Well, thank you so much, Gregory. I just love that presentation. I've seen it several times, and I always learn something new. So thank you for putting that together for us. This evening, it's my honor to introduce to you Dr. Velvete, the metaphysician and author and wellness entrepreneur with over 30 years of experience in the healing arts. First, as a massage therapist, she quickly recognized that true wellness goes beyond the physical body. She expanded her work into energy, consciousness, and deeper systems relating to how we heal and how we live. She teaches metaphysics and quantum biofeedback. So she's helping practitioners and clients understand the connection between the body, mind, and energy field. Dr. Velvet says when you understand the systems that govern your body and your life, you stop chasing solutions and building something that lasts. Well, that makes a whole lot of sense to me. And there she is. So happy to have you with us this evening, Dr. Velvet.
It's good to be here tonight. And thank you for that, Sunshower. We live in the same vein when it comes to a lot of the health and healing thoughts that we have.
It's true. Well, here's where I'm going to start this evening, because I know that I'm not the only one thinking this. It's like, what is a metaphysician, and do I need to have my crystal with me tonight, or?
You even brought your crystal with you.
Well, I didn't know you might want us to have them.
That's funny. And Sunshower, I actually get asked that a lot, what a metaphysician is. And I've even been asked that by people who are into crystals and things. But, I like to say that we were all born metaphysicians because really you can go on Google and you'll get all kinds of descriptions of what a metaphysician is. And it kind of really goes into that esoteric, but really a metaphysician is only a person, anybody who is looking beyond themselves, looking for the answers beyond the physical realm. That's how I like to explain it. And any of us that were kids that were really inquisitive in our lives, that's that metaphysician that's coming out, wondering, playing, being creative, and not taking exactly what we see as concrete.
Right. So wait, you actually have a doctorate in this? I didn't even know that there was such a thing.
Oh, a lot of people say that too. And a lot of people like to discredit me because of that as well. So I did go to school. It took me 8 years to get my doctorate. I did write a thesis. That thesis became very popular. So I guess you might want to say that that was the beginning of some of my more adult writing because I did do children's books prior to the thesis. That really kind of expanded my mind when we take metaphysics, like when you're studying, the basics is all the esoteric stuff you're talking about crystals, incense, essential oils. But then the master part is all about the physical body, nutrition, and how to heal the body through what we put in our mouth and supplements. And then the PhD part is the mind, it's the mindset, it's the spiritual part. So we have to study all religions so that we know who we're dealing with and who we're here to help.
Indeed. So walk us through that. Now, what pulled you into this work, and what made you stay with it long enough to build a life and career around it?
Yeah, so for the metaphysical part, that's really interesting because I didn't even know what a metaphysician was when I was in massage. And I was finishing up massage school and I saw a little brochure there, and I had already started as nursing. So I started out as a nurse on pediatrics when I was 21 years old. And I saw things that said there's got to be a better way. And then I went into teaching. I was an educator and then went into x-ray. X-ray changed my world because I could see things that we couldn't see with the physical eye. And then that job was just killing me. And so I asked again, there has to be a better way. And God put it into my step massage. And when I was finishing up massage, I was like, this just can't be all that there is. There's got to be more. And so I saw the brochure and I thought I was going to go and do an ND study. And I called the school. I said, hey, I want to sign up for your ND program. And they said, well, what are you going to do with it? I said, well, I'm a massage therapist. I want to start helping my clients better. And they're like, oh, no, no, you'd be a great metaphysician. And I'll be like, well, you don't even know me. Oh, trust me, you need to be a metaphysician. And I can tell you that it transformed my life. It was absolutely the right thing for me to do. And even though my clients were kind of like, whoa, wait a minute, metaphysics, I don't know if I'm into this. I knew how to be able to walk around that and articulate it in a way that didn't terrify people.
Well, now this is where I'm really curious. As a metaphysician, you look at energy, the body, and how everything's connected. So, what is your perspective when you first came across this patch technology?
Mm, that is one of the things that I really like to explain the most, because what you just said is seeing things beyond, seeing how the body works. So when it came to this technology, and Barbara Larrabee introduced me to it, and all she said is, it's a light technology. Bells and whistles went off for me because, again, I had already been asking God. I'd already said there has to be a better way in people healing. And 3 months later, I get introduced to this patch, and I knew instantly when she said it, it resonated with me. And then when I tried it on, when I put it on, I knew instantly. So when we think about metaphysics, for me, I'm very grounded. I want to see the effects of that because I want people to know that that is a real part of us. When you wear a technology that is now communicating cell to cell, and it's communicating in lightning speed with every part of your body, and you start to awaken to the light that's within you, you've got healing that, and I'm not saying that the patches heal us. I'm saying that our body now can communicate more effectively and with clarity that allows everything to come into balance. Everything lines up. And when the body is in harmony, we can hear better. And when we hear better, we hear what our body is needing, and it can communicate with us in that way. So that's my perspective of the patch as a metaphysician is communication. It has always been about communication for me. It's always been about signaling. And I truly believe that when this signal picks up, the cells in our body are doing this in lightning speed. There is no hesitation.
Let me ask you this, doctor. What do you see in this technology that maybe the average person wouldn't even think to look for?
Yeah, so the average person is going to look for a result. And what I say about the patch is try to put that aside. Things are going to happen, but we have lived in a society that everybody is looking for something to happen quick. Everybody is looking for a result and a feeling, right? We get addicted to, oh, that made me feel good, so I'm going to do it. With this technology, it is truly about coming into ourselves and not trying to override the system, but to rather ride inside of the system, if that makes sense.
It all makes sense, you know. It just came to me. I was holding my little crystal, but aren't there nano crystals right in our patches?
And it's funny because I get asked that a lot. Well, what crystals is he using? People who do crystals. Well, the very thing is that it's patented. None of us know what the crystals are, but I get asked that a lot because there are a lot of people that think, well, you can just place a crystal on you and there's going to be this healing. But what we have to remember is that this is in a specific structure, that when our light hits this patch, it sends that wavelength out. So it's a specific pattern, and they are probably all different crystals that are in there, right? And we
I
all
think
know that
so.
they're organic, so that they are natural crystals. They're not pretend crystals, right? And
Right?
so, I get a lot of questions about that of like, okay, well, if he's using crystals, how is that working? And I get this asked by people who are in my field. Hmm.
What an exciting time we live in, and aren't we privileged to have this light technology be part of our lives? And we know too that consistency and hydration are key factors in the wearing of our light technologies. Well, I do thank you so much for being with us this evening, Dr. Velvet. It's such a pleasure to hear you and watch you grow. I've known you 3 or 4 years, and I've just seen you grow so much within LifeWave. So thanks for being with us.
Thank you very much. I
Uh,
appreciate you.
You both did such a great job. And Dr. Velvet, I learned more about you tonight that I didn't know. And that's what a privilege. And, this was obviously a very good fit for you, knowing about energy, and the body is energy, like David has taught us and our videos say. So, good fit for you, good fit for me, good fit for Sunshower Rose, too.